Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone having a wonderful day. Before starting this video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Will Josh Duggar be allowed to see his children again? Josh Duggar was sentenced to 12.5 years in federal prison last month for his role in a previous child pornography conviction. Josh's cousin Amy Duggar anticipated that prison would be hell, and she is probably correct. Sexual predators who prey on children are the lowest of the low in prison populations, and they are frequently harassed and physically abused. And once Josh gets released from prison, he'll confront some unusual challenges. Many Duggar family critics were disappointed that Josh did not given a heavier sentence, but they may find solace in the fact that he will be on supervised release for the next 20 years after he is released. Josh will not be permitted to have unsupervised contact with any youngsters during that period, including his own children, according to a new claim from TMZ. Yes, Josh will be prohibited from spending time alone with any of his children who are under the age of 18 at the time of his release. For the next 2 decades, he will not be allowed to be alone in the presence of youngsters. Josh must be supervised by his wife, parents, or another adult who has been approved by the U.S. Probation Office whenever he is with a youngster. Not only that, but there's more. Josh will not be permitted to view porn of any kind once he's released. Yes, even legal porn featuring adult entertainers will be off limits to Josh for a full 20 years after his release. In fact, he'll have to receive permission from his parole officer before he's allowed to use the internet for any reason. Josh will be in his late 60s by the time his 2 decades of supervised release are done if he serves his whole sentence. Of course, considering that Josh has been a predator since his adolescence, the prospect of him being released at all is likely to be terrifying to his victims. Josh assaulted 5 young girls, 4 of whom were his sisters, years before he was convicted for receiving and possessing child pornography. His parents aided him in avoiding prosecution, and he was never punished for his actions. Of course, he never received any kind of treatment or supervision, allowing him to claim more victims and destroy more lives. Thankfully, the United States government has decided to do what Josh's parents should have done and stop him from claiming any more victims. We have not gotten any new updates on Josh's life behind prison in the wake of his punishment. His lawyers have promised to pursue their appeal in the hopes of obtaining a second trial, at which point they would argue that investigators violated Josh's civil rights while gathering evidence against him. Josh's wife, Anna Duggar, is said to believe he is innocent and was set up by the Biden administration. Josh is almost certain to stick to the lies that have served him well throughout his life. But unlike Josh's wife and parents, the government is not easily deceived. Stay tuned with Gossip Time. Thank you for your support. Goodbye.